Hi, I'm Kate with For the Love, and today we are going to dive into action verbs as a part of our Learning to Write program. All I have to do here is click on action verbs in my table of contents, and it takes me to the first page of action verbs. This is a teacher resource to help you as you are trying to brainstorm with your students. I always find it's helpful to have a list ready to go. Next, you are going to give your students this page. They can build this themselves in their writer's notebook, but sometimes it is helpful to have the paper version to cut down on the amount of writing they have to do. Notice students have been given nouns. They are all plural nouns, and they need to provide the verb that could go along with these nouns. Now, students can be creative here. They can be silly. It's really up to you. But each of the nouns has specific verbs that would work with them. For example, you could say lions roar or fish swim. Now, kids can definitely be silly and say lions dance and fish talk. It's really up to you how serious you want them to be with the exercise. What we really want students to see here is that to make a complete sentence, they need to have a noun, a person or animal or thing doing something. That's the action verb. These two parts put together make a complete sentence. Here you can see my suggested answers. Students do not have to use these, but it's always helpful to have something to look at. Now we can finally start writing sentences. Notice that we have built in capitals, punctuation, spaces between the words, and correct spelling into every sentence practice assignment. We just want students to become automatic with those things. Here I have provided a list of suggested nouns and suggested verbs, but students can use anything. If you have classroom anchor charts, they can use those. There are 4 lines, so I would suggest having students write 4 sentences. You can always differentiate, have some students write more, have some students write less. You could also project this on the board and have students write their sentences directly into their writing notebooks. The important thing is that we are getting students writing sentences as quickly as possible and practicing those basic mechanics every time they do it. Some students may want to write more complex sentences than just a noun and a verb. It is up to you to determine where your students are. We really want them to have a firm understanding of what makes a sentence, and so it is better to have simple sentences written correctly than sentences with lots of words and lots of ideas that are not written correctly. All right, that is it for action verbs. I can't wait to see you for the next video.